Listen up, you mother. Stop wank your while watching loot crates being opened in Apex Legends. Stop mindlessly buying Fortnite skins or League of Legends shit. And try to immerse yourself in a single-player story-rich game for once! As I am writing and recording the script for this video, my blood is kind of simmering. And I just know that at the end of this video, it's literally going to be boiling. If I lost 3 fingers, I could count on one hand how many times in my life of gaming I have become genuinely upset and angry because of a collected group of people's agreement to take a massive dump of shit on a game that's not really bad. Even the so-called serious video game reviewers here on this platform don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore. They're too busy making rushed videos, so they have to complete said video game in few hours, not taking their time to do side quests and other stuff that really makes up the entire immersion of a game. Where would your beloved Skyrim or Fallout be without their side quests? The main story of those games aren't really that strong. And I love those games. It is the side quests that really makes those games come to life. This video is really for everyone. If you are either on the fence of buying this game, if you played this game and hated it, or you refuse to play it based on other people's shallow opinions and not your own. Hating is easy, but taking a major step back and try for once to have your own skeptic and reflected opinion is apparently very hard these days. Especially hard because hating on things gets applauded. It's a very 2020 thing, and I am sad to see this phenomena only growing. The story of the game's opening sequence is like we all know. It's about a girl who has found herself in bad company where she lives in New York on Earth. Throughout her life, she has made all the wrong decisions. While escaping an apartment fire on set by her gang that has problems with her, she manages to escape and she follows this weird light. The light is a magic bracelet that transports her to the lands of Athia. And so the adventure begins. So why does most people hate Forspoken? Basically, the majority of what people have issue with is bad and cringy voice acting, poorly and lazy written dialogues and storyline. The open world feels too empty and there is no reason to why you should go out and discover anything, and it has bad lore, so they say. Some of these claims I do understand, but I really don't agree. Hear me out. While you are listening to this, you are probably looking at gameplay from the game. Running around, casting magic, defeating foes feels very satisfying in this game. The gameplay is just fun. In the beginning, your magic is of course not that powerful, but halfway into the game, when you get those fire powers, god damn it is cool. And for you who says the premise of the story is bad, listen to this. Hey, wanna watch a movie tonight? Yeah, of course. What is the movie about? So there is this group of magical creatures that has to bring a ring that has a lot of powers to a volcano so that they can destroy it, so that the bad guy who wants to control the lands with said ring doesn't get it. Doesn't sound that great. Skip it. And based off on his friend's bad ability to present the premise of the movie without giving it a fair chance themselves, they just missed to watch Lord of the Rings, which is, in my opinion, the best fantasy movie franchise in the history of movies. So, back to the game that we're talking about. Right after you're getting cast into the lands of Athia, this is also where the infamous cringe scene comes along, which I really want to talk about.
Did I just do that?
Well, definitely with my assistance.
I did not just do that.
We did.
I just moved shit with my mind.
Perhaps our connection has somehow awoken some abilities.
I just moved shit with my mind.
I just keep hearing I.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, talk to sentient cuffs, kill jacked up beasts. You know what? I'll probably fly next.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line.
If you could just master these new abilities, with my help, of course.
Did you not just see me take out that gnarly beast? Oh, bring it, you mangled monsters.
I don't see any problems with either this scene or the performance. What many people maybe forget sometimes is something called real reactions, and not the lame Hollywood actor reactions we often get in cliché movies that our brains thinks are realistic, but are actually not. I'm not going to lie, her reaction would probably be my reaction too. Hear me out. If I got transported to a magical land where I suddenly know how to cast magic to take out beasts and monsters that exists now, which is so far from my real life here on Earth, I would for certain have the reaction of, Alright, I see. So magic is suddenly real and I now know how to cast frickin' magic. What in the fuck is happening? So am I cringe since this would be my reaction? Probably yes. But at least it is a real reaction from my character. And this brings me to the next point. Even though there might be from time to time what we call cringe voice acting, I don't think we ever think about the fact that this is the character. So what if she's a little cringe? You don't think you're cringe in real life? Maybe the entity that is outside of our universe who's controlling your life thinks you are fucking cringe too in the cutscenes it's watching of you, right? My point is that sometimes I feel that the average gamer forgets about the fact that this is the character, cringe or not, done on purpose by the developers or just lazy writing. It doesn't matter, because you should rather try to accept these flaws of the character and just embrace it. This is after all the character traits that makes her being her. This is a perspective I try to have in most games. Just accept that in this particular fucking universe, this is how it is. This is how that character is, no matter what. If a game has bugs and shit that takes you out of the immersion, that's something else. But reasons like, I don't like the way she reacts to things, is not a valid enough point to say that the game is shit. And by the way, the voice I just made is how I imagine the average Fortnite player or Apex Legend player or League of Legends player sounds like. Because they all have fucking brain damage. And the same to the accusations of the empty open world where the player base doesn't feel there is any incentive to go out and discover anything. This is what I will say to them.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face! You're gonna have to call the fucking United Nations and get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you. I am talking scorched earth, motherfucker! I will massacre you! I will fuck you up! Did you find out who that was? Yeah, go.
Try to look at the storyline of the game. Should there be a lot of people walking around a wasteland that has an outbreak of a plague that has turned everyone into these things? Really? You are introduced to a land where almost the entire human race has gone extinct because of an outbreak, goddammit. It wouldn't make sense if the wasteland was suddenly booming with life. They're all dead. Another reason I think for all the mindless hate is that the people who's reviewing these games are content creators that are stressing to post new videos about new games all the fucking time, every day, so they rush through the main story of the games they are reviewing and that's it. And then they complain about not getting immersed enough into the game, complaining on the developers of the game, when they themselves do absolute shit to try and get immersed. They do almost zero side quests and read zero notes and zero books in the game to get the depth that they need to understand the motivation of the NPCs and the characters. And if people complain complain about the game being too easy, well, turn up the fucking difficulty to max then. And if that was too easy too, then guess what? Not everything has to be Dark Souls or Elden Ring. Not all games has to feel like a session of getting hate fucked. As closing words for this video, I will say that I think most people's problems when it comes to hating on certain games are that they are not taking enough time to get to know the characters and immerse themselves properly into the game. Me, for example, hated Death Stranding when I first tried it. But I wasn't really mentally and physically ready to play that kind of game at the time. I revisited Death Stranding a year later and I completely changed my mind. I freaking loved that game. I can't praise enough how great of a storyline and how immersed I was in that world. So when you have decided to blow some heavy dollars on a game, be sure to be in the right mindset for the experience. Sometimes we don't even know we are in the wrong mindset. We are simply too worked up inside our own day-to-day bubbles and we struggle to view things from a distance and give them a well-deserved opinion. And of course, I too can see here and there that the choice of words in this dialogue or in that dialogue wasn't the best. But if you try to immerse yourself in the story, try to put yourself in your character's shoes, I often think that you wouldn't necessarily choose the best dialogue options either, where you end up saying some cringe shit you will regret. And who really knows? Maybe the gamer outside of our little universe who sits in his room playing through your little single-player campaign that you call your life thinks your behavior and dialogue options in your real-life cutscenes are pretty fucking cringe too. Maybe they also paid an overpriced amount to get to play your little story as well as you did. Until next time.
I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal. Real big deal. We are getting out of the city, Homer. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats. No more fights. Clean air. Bright skies. What the actual fuck? Whoa, wait, stop! Whoa. Where on earth is this?
Africa.
Who's there?
And technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself!
Show myself, I've shown.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. Oh, hello, yes.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop. Did I just do that?
We did.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, kill jacked up beasts, I'll probably fly next.
No, you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line. Our land suffers. You are the only hope we have. You're special.
You're the one that's planning on facing off with Sylar. Tanta Sylar is the strongest and most formidable of all the Tantas. You will be doing our land a great service by killing her.
no name for a demon. I am the one you seek. The one and only Tanta Sila.
PlayStation